Off. It's now 5:56 p.m. The sun's set at about 4:37, so it's not quite sky dark, but the sky looks very good. We don't have much in the way of cloudification, even high thinns, despite the fact the weather does not look very good on the ghost images off the coast of the Great Northwest. It's the 9th of January. I haven't been out for about 10 days now. We're into the new year, 2026. And I'm staying a little bit ahead of things coming to their ascendance in the sky overhead. So I'm hoping to be able to get in at least NGC 1000 through 1099 this evening if the weather holds. That's why we're starting a little early. And we're beginning with a look at NGC 1000. NGC 1003 has already been imaged once before. NGC 1002 is actually NGC 983, so I skipped it. It's galaxy. This one is a galaxy in Perseus, magnitude 11.4, 5.7 by 2.2 arc minutes, spiral with lowercase c, 35 million light years distant, right ascension 2, 3916, with a declination of plus 40, 52, 20. And let's go ahead and do a zoom in on it. It's a very nice edge-on galaxy. Let's push it up to 150x and then settle on that. NGC 1004 is a galaxy in Cetus, further south. However, it's above the celestial equator. We're not getting any signs of culmination yet, which is good. Magnitude 12.7, 1.4 by 1.2 arc minutes. I'm not seeing anything that corresponds in the field. Here's a brightish core galaxy. It's an elliptical, so that could be it. 290 million light years distant, RA2 3741, with a declination of plus 1, 5829. Okay, confusing the situation. NGC 1008 was not far from NGC 1007. The galaxy in Cetus, this is brighter though. That's probably it right there. Magnitude 13.6, 0.8 by 0.6 arc minute elliptical, 295 million light years distant. RA2 3755 with a declination of plus 2 degrees, 4 minutes 45 seconds, running things up just a wee bit. We're off to NGC 1012, a brightish galaxy in Aries. You can see it right about there, so it's towards the center of the field. Something may be quite off. Magnitude 12, 2.5 by 1.1 arc minute, spiral with lowercase a, 44 million light years distant. This baby's very small, 10 to 15,000 light years in diameter. RA2 3914 with a declination of plus 30, 09, and 05. Very nice view of a galaxy, however. Let's push it up to 150x as we sign off. NGC 1020 was very close to 1019. We should look for it to be more east. Here's probably 1019, 1020. Magnitude 14, 1.8 by 0.1. That's going to be this edgy on, I suspect, there. Lenticular spiral, 320 million light years distant, maybe 80,000 light years in diameter. RA2, 3844 plus 2, 1350 seconds in declination. Here's a nice view of all four galaxies. Okay, without actually going anywhere, we're also looking for NGC 1021. It's a magnitude 14.2, 0.7 by 0.5 arc minute spiral with a lowercase bc. That one qualifies. Pretty bright, though, for a magnitude 14.2. Have to check it. Spiral, lowercase bc, 258 million light years distant. RA2, 3847. Declination plus 2 degrees, 13 minutes. And that's our galaxy group right there. Okay, what we're looking for now is a bright galaxy, magnitude 11.3. That should qualify. It's in Cetus, but not part of that previous group. Magnitude 11.3, 2.6 by 2.5 arc minutes. Spiral with a bar, lowercase a, 64 million light years distant. Right ascension 23832 with a declination of minus 64039. I'm going to go ahead and do another. Ooh, gotta zoom in on this. We haven't much time, but that's a beautiful spiral there. NGC 1022. Okay, folks, things are all over the place tonight. I'm going to have to do a 3-star alignment at some point, but we are getting a beautiful view of NGC 1023. And if we have any luck, I'll be able to reposition it. Yes, I can, to the middle of the field. Here's our 75X view, magnitude 9.4, 8.1 by 3.4 arc minutes. It's an elliptical 7 with peculiarities. 33 million light years distant, puts it probably at about 70,000 light years in diameter. RA 24023 with a declination of plus 390346. I'm going to run up the magnification a bit more so we can have that big picture view. Off to NGC 1032, and it is indeed that bright galaxy in Cetus, magnitude 11.6, 3.4 by 1.1 arc minute, spiral lowercase a, 120 million light years distant, RA 23923 with a declination of plus 10535. Let's run it up a little bit before bailing. Okay, we're now off to NGC 1035, a galaxy in Cetus. Pointing at that star, I think. It's 2.2 by 0.6, works for me. 53 million light years distant, spiral with lowercase c, not a well-defined core. RA 23929 minus 80758. Let's push it up a little bit, and there's our view. Yeah, we've seen this baby before. It's NGC 1042. It's that nice round galaxy with a small but distinguished core in Cetus. Magnitude 11, 4.9 by 4 arc minute, spiral with a lowercase bc, not very well mature as you could expect. 60 million light years distant, puts it about a little bit smaller than the size of the Milky Way. We had this view of this fabulous galaxy over here. I wish those things didn't appear all the time. And this very bright Aegean there earlier. Oh, perhaps later because it's further east and east. Anyway, we're at RA 24023 with a declination of minus 82601. I do want to press the magnification up to see if we can make out the spiral arms, and there is our view. Sorry about that, folks. We're not going to get very far north in the 1050 to 1099 series. NGC 1052 is a galaxy in Cetus. I'll let you figure out where it is in the field. It's 2.8 by 2 arc minute elliptical, 65 million light years distance, so not quite large, maybe 50,000 light years in diameter. RA 24104 with a declination of minus 81520. And did you guess it was this really bright galaxy? Magnitude 10.5. NGC 1055 is a galaxy in Cetus, magnitude 10.6, quite large, 7.6 by 0.3 arc minutes. I think you can make it out. Spiral of the bar, lowercase b, 44 million light years distant, means about the size of our own Milky Way, maybe 90,000 light years. RA 24145 with a declination of plus 26 minutes and 32 seconds. I think this baby requires a little bit of magnification, don't you? I'll go all the way up to 100% and drop it back down to something that might be especially attractive. Normally, I wouldn't want to be diving back down into Cetus, but this particular evening, with the roof try blocking things above, let's say, 25 degrees north declination, we'll be looking at NGC 1063, Galaxy Cetus, magnitude 14. I think we can make it out there, 1.4 by 0.5 arc minutes. Maybe a little fainter one here. Let's get the aspect ratio, 1.4 by 0.5. Yeah. Spiral of the bar, lowercase bc, 409 million light years distant, about as large as Messier 31. 2 hours, 4209. Declination minus 5, 3407. Okay, it is always nice to get a Messier. And plus a bonus Aegean galaxy I think we imaged earlier. This is NGC 1068, Galaxy Cetus. It's also Messier 77. Magnitude 8.9, 7.3 by 6.3 arc minutes. Spiral with a bar, lowercase b, and peculiarities. 51 million light years distance, probably about the size of our Milky Way. Right ascension 2, 4240, with a declination of almost spot on the celestial equator, minus 0, 0, and 48 seconds. Here's a nice view of both galaxies. And then we're going to zero in on Messier 78 itself, see if we can't get some more definition in those spiral arms. There we have it. NGC 1068, Messier 77. We're off to NGC 1070. It's a brightish galaxy. I think we can make it out quite readily in the field. Magnitude 11.9, 2.3 by 1.9 arc minutes, spiral with a lowercase b, 183 million light years distant, RA2 4322 with a declination of plus 458.04. And there is a 150x view. Okay, NGC 1071 should be an interesting challenge. Magnitude 15. It's an edge on. Let's see where we can pick it out. That's our first step up to E-zoom 30%. I'm seeing something off over here, but I wouldn't expect it there. Pick it off. Ooh, there's something right about here that looks edgy on. It's magnitude 15, 1.2 by 0.5 arc minute spiral with a lowercase a and an annularity. 512 million light years distant. This is a biggie, maybe 175,000 light years in diameter. RA2 4308 with a declination of minus 846.28. Let's push the magnification up on this one. I do believe we've got NGC 1071 right there. Okay, NGC 1073 is that large faint galaxy, and it's in Cetus. Magnitude 11, 4.9 by 4.3 arc minutes, spiral with lower bar, lowercase c, 52 million light years distant, maybe 70,000 light years in diameter. RA2 4340 with a declination of plus 1, 2233, pushing it a little bit, and there is our roughly 90x view. We're off to Fornax, and it's not a bad sky down there. Magnitude 11.8, NGC 1079 galaxy, of course, 3.4 by 2.2 arc minute, spiral with a bar, but also a lenticular A with a ring. Wow. 65 million light years distant, RA2 4344 with a declination of minus 29.12. Let's push it a little bit. It's supposed to be magnitude 11.5. I think that would probably qualify right about there. Push it up to 150x. Let it settle in a little bit as I go for my next study, which will be NGC 1080. Okay, by Jove, I think we've got it. NGC 1084 is a galaxy in Eridanus, magnitude 10.7. I might even use it as another modeling input. 3.5 by 2.1 arc minute, spiral with a lowercase c, 62 million light years distant, RA2 4559, declination minus 734.38. Nice look. 1084 was worthy of a little more magnification. Okay, we're off to NGC 1087, and it's a beauty. Galaxy in Cetus, magnitude 10.9, 3.9 by 2.3 arc minute, spiral with a bar, lowercase c, and a ring. 67 million light years distant, kind of small, that's maybe 50,000 light years, 2 hour 46 minutes 25 seconds with a declination of minus 29 minutes and 55 seconds. NGC 1090 is a galaxy in Cetus. We've seen this one previously. Magnitude 11.8, possibly that one right there. 3.9 by 1.8 arc minutes. So yeah, 2-to-1 aspected galaxy. Spiral with a bar, lowercase bc, 123 million light years distant, puts it about the size of Messier 31, 150K. RA2 4633 with a declination of only minus 14 minutes and 30 seconds. Pushing it up a little more magnification, framing both galaxies in the field, and moving on. We hail and salute you, O beautiful 891, as you western out of view of this Penty Observatory. So we say on that, as we approach our third pass, some 31 minutes and 20 seconds into the video. Carpe.